Hi, this is Margot Warnkin, and today I'll be presenting our project on the evolution of life along with Nikki Chandler and Juan Lozano. We divided into 3 different sections, with section 1 being Darwin's theory, section 2 being natural selection, and section 3 being about human evolution.
First, we'll talk about Darwin's theory, which is also known as the theory of evolution. Charles Darwin is the creator of this theory, and there are certain principles to it. Darwin's theory states that all species originate from a common ancestor, the fittest of a species will reproduce and survive, and all species change or evolve over time. One way Darwin proved that his theory was possible was when he traveled to the Galapagos Islands and studied the functions of different finch beaks. This was to prove that specifically the theory of natural selection was real. Speaking of different theories, there are a couple of them that go along with Darwin's theory. There is fossil record, which is the study of fossils in sedimentary rock to determine the history of life. Anatomical record, which is seeing the different structures of a species and seeing how they're alike and different. Natural selection, which states that only the fittest of a species will survive. And artificial selection, which is when humans choose certain genes in a species to benefit them.
What is natural selection? Natural selection is a process whereby organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and produce more offspring. The theory of its action was first fully expounded by Charles Darwin and is now believed to be the main process that brings about evolution. Natural selection is a key mechanism for evolution, and natural selection relies on the change in the heritable traits and characteristics found in populations over generations. Yeah. The Hardy-Weinberg principle needs 5 conditions for it to work. Those 5 are no mutation, random mutation, no gene flow, very large population size, and no selection. Now, what is the Hardy-Weinberg principle, you might be asking? Well, the Hardy-Weinberg principle states that allele and genotype frequencies in a population will remain constant from generation to generation in the absence of other evolutionary influences.
Okay, so now I'll be talking about human evolution, or the lengthy process of change by which people originated from ape-like ancestors. To start, there were 4 stages of human evolution. The first stage occurred between 4 to 7 million years ago and consisted of proto-hominids such as Ardipithecus. The image to the right displays a woman scientist named Ardi. She is the oldest hominid skeleton ever found. She was discovered in Ethiopia, as Africa is believed to be where humans originated. Like modern humans, Ardi could walk upright and didn't use her arms for walking as chimps do. Still, she retains a primitive big toe that could grasp a tree like an ape. The next stage of human evolution occurred around 4 million years ago and is marked by the appearance of Australopithecus. As characterized by fossil evidence, members of Australopithecus, sorry, it sounds like I'm saying a spell, bore a combination of human-like and ape-like traits. They were similar to modern humans in that they were bipedal, but like apes, they had small brains. The third stage occurred around 2.7 million years ago and featured Paranthropus, which was very similar to Australopithecus. The last stage includes the genus Homo, and it existed between 1.8 to 2.5 million years ago. The Homo genus takes us into modern humans. It started with Homo habilis, which used stone tools and had a brain the size of a chimpanzee. Then there was Homo erectus. Members of this group had double the brain size of those of Homo habilis and were most likely to be the first to use fire and more complex tools. The third is Homo neanderthalensis, which had a more elongated and lower skull than humans. The last is Homo sapiens, aka modern humans, which evolved around 200,000 years ago. The modern human consists of characteristics such as long limbs, short teeth, a large brain, a vertical face, and short jaw. And the 4 steps towards modern humans include terrestriality, bipedalism, encephalization, and civilization. Living on the ground gave chimpanzees an advantage for tool use over their arboreal relative, the orangutan, which helped them evolve quicker. The next step is bipedalism, or the ability to stand and walk entirely on 2 feet. And then we have encephalization, which is the increase in total brain size relative to body size, with modern humans having larger brains, which demonstrate the growth of human cognitive skills. Last is the development of civilization, with early humans being hunter-gatherers and gradually evolving into agriculturalist and technologically advanced civilizations. And that sums up our presentation on evolution.